So Fortnite brought back the OG map, and I decided to land my favourite location of Chapter 1, Pleasant Park, 100 times. There's not much to say in this intro, so let's just get right into game number 1. I really wanted to spare you from the theatrics of last time. If you want to know my reactions to the last few seasons, they're what the fuck, and what the fuck! Pleasant Park is a really great place to land in squads, duos and trios, mainly because everybody gets their own house. And if you come out alive, then you have some of the best loot in the game. But unfortunately, we didn't come out of Pleasant Park at all. I'm sure we'll do much better in game 2. And I messed up my drop. It's the first day of the season, so it's safe to say that people are out for blood. At the start of this season, there was 3 types of players. There was the sweats, the people who have been around the whole time but aren't sweaty, and all the OG players returning. So you can mop up a few kills, but at the same time, you're going to meet a lot of people who want to kill you badly. Don't worry, random carried me. For the whole of this game, we just kind of looked around the OG map, mainly because we had discovered it all, but this was the first time we got a chance to just look around and take it all in. But eventually, I had to take my first blood at the football stadium because I'm such a good player.
I am not joking. Earlier today, we were in the TV2, it was the final duo, right? Nathan rocketed himself, blamed me for it because I built the ramp 10 seconds prior, and then proceeded to build a wall, and then I shot my grenade launcher at the same time and blew myself up and costed us the fucking game.
But Random and Avery went down, which means if I'm our only hope, it's not going to work out. It's not. In game 3, this person knew I was going to intrude their house, so they gunned me down in the street. The games get better, I promise, just bear with me. Let's talk strategy, even though the OG season's going in 2 weeks. There's about 8 houses in Pleasant Park, including the petrol station, and 17 chests. I would recommend going to the bigger house side, mainly because there's more chests there. I go to this red house, it's got 2 chests and a bunch of loot on the floor. For some reason, I decided to leave early in this game and go to Loot Lake. It's another great location that is near Pleasant Park, which is a great place to go just after you looted it. But let's go to the final circle, and the circle is in Tilted Towers.
Ow, what the hell is wrong with
Brilliant. But I had a good loadout, so I wasn't worried at all, I promise. But then the final circle started moving, so I had to go. But then the last player found me. After a very long and tedious fight, we were both in the storm, but I got more hits in and won the game.
Dude, the other guy died of storm. Dude, good job.
If you heard his voice in the last clip, you would already know that Silly Squirtle is joining us this game. Yeah, I got downed. Just don't ask how. We just played football for most of this game, or as my American audience call it, soccer. But then someone came into the stadium and ruined the fun. Silly only just got away with his life and had to heal near the campfires. We really did try our best, but then they took our lives. In game 6, I survived Pleasant Park, but Silly Squirtle wasn't as lucky. And after I rebooted Silly Squirtle, we decided to play golf. Don't ask me why. It's Fortnite, it doesn't make sense. But playing golf doesn't get you victory royales, it just makes you have worse loot than everybody else. Back to solos game 7, and I have a great feeling about this game. I said feeling, not fact. Surely game 8 can't be any worse. It's a hot bus in game 9. Another tip, don't come to this house unless absolutely necessary. If there's people going to the big houses, then do come here. But if you can go to the big houses, go to them. They're so much better. I actually didn't kill anyone in Pleasant Park. And my first kill was in Lazy Links Lake. Lazy Links Lake. Imagine saying that 3 times fast. I had to kill this guy because they weren't paying rent. Don't mind me, I'm just hunting the local wildlife. Let's go to when there was only 4 people left. This guy put me down on really low health. And this is where I want to talk about the loot pool. The loot pool this season is really good. You have the ARs, you have the pumps, you have the tacs, you have the SMGs, you've got the hills, which are brilliant. You got the mini pots, the big pots, and the chug jugs. The chug jugs really helped me this season. I think if the chug jugs didn't exist, half my wins would have never happened. But anyway, enough talking. I've just brought it down to a 1v1. After a lot of back and forth, the last guy killed me for the win. Game 10 was a game that happened. Game 11, here we go. Here are 5 reasons why I didn't just die. 1, that wouldn't be very notable. 2, I'm an epic gamer. My win rate is 100%. 3, my dad works at Epic Games. 4, my ping is 0 and super fast. I promise. And I can't think of a 5th point. I was trying to find a gun, but once 2 people with guns were in the same house as mine, I just accepted my fate. Oh yeah, that's the good old Loot Lake gameplay. Death comes to us all at one point. Game 13 didn't go any better. Game 14 went better, but for some reason I just left. I don't know why. Game 15 I didn't leave, but I kind of wish I did. Game 16, I found this guy doing something on top of the spire. I thought it would be cool, but it turns out he just started shooting, so I jumped off because I didn't want a team. 9 out of 10 games I would land in this exact house, mainly because it's just my favourite. It has the best loot and it's the biggest. But unfortunately, that didn't really help me this match. This 100 drops is literally just me getting a few kills in Pleasant Park and then leaving and dying. I'm sorry, it gets better, I promise. Just like in this game where there's 4 people left and I died. Great. Okay, so it's been a while. By a while, I mean like 5 months? No, I'm not joking. The last time I recorded was on the 14th of December, 2023, and now it's the 5th of April. What is wrong with me? This game, I left with the blood of my enemies on my hands. Most of this game, I had to hide in a little shack until I couldn't no more because the storm was closing in. I killed this man only trying to defend his land, but I left it down to a 1v1. And so it was time to prepare for the war. I needed good guns, I needed good ammunition, I needed good meds, and... I'll take it. This is a short clip in my files, so I'll make it brief. I didn't win. Game 23, I landed, you guessed it, Pleasant Park. I came out of Pleasant Park victorious and set my eyes to Loot Lake. But unfortunately, I didn't make it far past that. Game 24, I danced my way back to the lobby. I tried to get as far away as I can from the violence, but unfortunately, I couldn't get far enough. We like to drink with Nathan, because Nathan is our mate. And when we drink with Nathan, he jams it all in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do we think of Nathan? He's alright. Can you tell that adult life has got to be? For drinking that much, I couldn't use my gun properly, and I died. So half of this recording is just me sitting in the lobby. So you can tell how well this game went just by that. Yeah, no, didn't go well at all. I was doing very well this match, until I wasn't. I headed to Lazy Links to find a good golfing spot. But unfortunately, the local golfers didn't like me. Okay, this is the shortest file in the whole 100 drops, so let's just get this over and done with. Who would believe it? I didn't get that far. I haven't won a game in 10 games. So I think it's time to finally win another game. But my hope will never die. Oh, baby, it's triple! Wow. Sorry, I just needed to get that out of my system. But can we get the back-to-backs? No, the answer's no. I'm gonna use my ninja powers to win this game. I love when my llamas don't move. I don't know why Fortnite thought that was a good update I did. Are llamas even in the game anymore? I'm talking from Chapter 5 Season 4 here. Are llamas in the game? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? But let's go to when the other player got lost in the storm and he got brought down to a 1v1. Unfortunately, I got stuck in the storm, mainly because I'm an idiot and built a wall in front of me. And I think you know what happens next. I would argue that a second place twice in a row is better than a first place twice in a row. Or maybe I'm just coping, who knows. In game 34, I got stuck in the basement and somebody killed me. You know how earlier I said, okay, this is the shortest file in the whole 100 drops, so let's just get this over and done with. Yeah, well, I lied. This clip is 50 seconds long. I don't know what happens. We're gonna find out together. Welcome to my live reaction. It looks like I'm shooting this guy on the football pitch. I kill him. This guy comes down and he obliterates me. Yeah, that's how it happened. Okay, these next few games didn't do that well, so I'm gonna run through them very quick. Game 36, I tried to clinger this guy. It didn't work. Game 37, I tried to clinger this person. It didn't work again. Somehow worse. Why do I keep doing this? This person simply just had better aim. There's no defending this. This game is a little bit longer, but I just had to go into Salty Springs. I don't even know how to defend this one, to be honest with you. Okay, this game is a lot longer, so let's get into it. I left Pleasant Park with 4 kills and some great loot, determined to win this game. Later on, I rotated in the deserts, but the problem is, this is when the grenade meta started. The grenade launchers in this season were fucking OP. It was so annoying, and you couldn't fight it. It was just basically build until you ran out of mats. Unfortunately, I was low from the grenades, and he killed me with his shotgun. But I got to watch him lose, which is a win in my books. I saw the petrol prices and I tried to attack the owner, but unfortunately, he killed me first. In game 43, I went up against a FaZe member, and I obviously lost. Why, yes, I am stuck in 2018. How did you know? Yeah, I deserve it after that joke. Game 45, nothing interesting happened until I met my demise. In game 46, the residents of Tomato Temple killed me because of my service to the Durr Burger Company. In game 47, my ninja skills weren't enough to save me. I genuinely don't know who killed me here. There was just 2 streams of bullets coming at me. I don't know. Peely, 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 fuck! In game 50, I melted my way back to the lobby. Okay, we're halfway through, which you know what that means. Survey time. What do you think of the video so far? How about the mic quality? I just bought this microphone. What about the editing? I'm working on a new laptop. Please, tell me in the comments how shit I am at the game. Okay, who wrote this? For your information, I'm not shit at the game. I'm actually pretty good at the... On to game 52. I left Pleasant Park with some subpar loot. Not to worry though, I'll probably find some in the Loot Lake factories. I found some better loot, but clearly it was not enough. In game 53, I got killed by a furry. In game 54, I'm just going to skip right down to when it was a 1v1. I was on really low health, so I thought I was going to lose. But I got some lucky shots, and I won the game. That took way too long to get another win. But can we get back-to-backs? I took out my first victim just outside of Pleasant Park, but that was my last victim because I got 4th place. I was really rooting for those back-to-backs. Hello neighbour, I just need to borrow some milk! How the fuck did I get 100th place again? People strive for this achievement. I've done it 3 times without even trying. Okay, I need to focus. Let's get this win. I left Pleasant Park early on so that I could figure out how to win this game. And it took me to many places. I travelled the whole of the Fortnite island looking for answers, for the best guns, for the best tips, for the best skills. I needed to become greater, the best Fortnite player of all time. If I could achieve this, I could get total superiority. I could become the next FaZe member, the next booger. All I have to do is focus. Game 59, I got killed by LukeTheNotable. Game 60, I got shot both ways again. I feel like this is happening on purpose now. Whee! Aww. Yeah, I don't know why I entered Tilted Towers. I really don't know what I was expecting. Game 63, nothing interesting happened until it was the final circle and there was 2 people left. I went up to build, And this guy was clearly better than me, but all I had to do was get some full damage and get the final shots. Okay, it's game 64 Zoo Lane. I'm sorry, I'm nostalgic. Unfortunately, no zoo could protect me from Man Mortar's fall. I hate this banana skin with a burning passion. Mainly because half these games I was killed by them. I've got to mention, this is the start of the Season 6 update. So this brung the floating Luke Lake Island, the guns, and then this, which was a rifted grapple gun from Chapter 4. Which was a stupid decision on Epic Games' part, but hey, what do I know? I'm not a game designer. Oh no, wait, I am. Fuck you, Fortnite. I don't think the Fortnite gods liked what I said. Sorry, Fortnite. I love you. Game 67, I was killed by one of the worst combos I've ever seen on a skin. Oh, I am so fucked. No one likes Game 68 anyway. And now it's time for Game 69. I dropped in, ready to fight anybody who wants to get in my way. I headed to Viking Village, expecting no one to be there. And I was right. I love this location to bits. I wish I'd done 100 drops on it, but it's way too late now. I tried to fight as best as I could, but this person was just way too sweaty for me. I guess on to Game 70. It wasn't a quick death, but at least it was merciful. Hey stranger, I'm just gonna take your hard-earned loot, if that's okay. No? I'm taking it anyway. I basically murdered every resident of Wailing Woods. I'm not gonna show it because it's just too graphic. But unfortunately, my death was graphic too. Marshmallow, no! Game 73, I had work, so I just jumped. As you do. These clips were recorded nearly a year ago. I don't know why I jumped twice. Game 75, I didn't jump. I'm just bad. Finally, a game where I don't die in 5 minutes. Let's see if I win. Let's just skip down to when it was a 1v1. This other person clearly had a grenade launcher, and that terrified me. But unfortunately, the last player third-partied with a grenade launcher. I see that you're a YouTuber, I'm not giving you the light of day. Yeah, this game was a short one. In game 78, I got killed by a TTV. I am going to give this one the light of day, just to spite the YouTuber. Yeah, the last few games have felt very sweaty, and I genuinely don't know why. Like, I didn't win. Who knows? I'm going to give a strat, even though that OG is over. Haunted Hills is a great location to rotate to after Pleasant Park if the storm isn't closing in. This is such a great location, it's probably one of my favourites on the OG map, except from Pleasant Park. But even Haunted Hills can't save you from death itself. Game 81, I got killed by an Anonymous. I know why that's important, it's just they used to be quite sweaty. I really don't know what my plan was. What, was I going to sit here until I got shot? Who knows? I feel like there was a lot more TTVs in the season OG. Like, did they all just come back for a few more games? What's going on here? Another strat that I used near the end of this 100 drops was landing this house just outside of Pleasant Park. It's a really nice, just small house with a few chests, and no one really comes here. Okay, maybe a few NPCs do, but no real people. Looking back at these older games, I just didn't build. Like, there's zero build for a reason. Game 85, I actually made it out of Pleasant Park. Unfortunately, it was not far enough. Look at me, guys, I've got the Black Widow skin before it came back to the item shop. I'm such an OG player. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. In game 87, I got boxed in like a fish. Is that still a meme? I don't know, I'm like the pinnacle of hello fellow kids meme. Game 88, I somehow lost a pickaxe fight when I had a gun. Don't even ask. Game 89, this person was clearly just better than me, but they didn't have to dance. Bush, 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 bush. Unfortunately, the bush can't protect you all the time. Ah, the last 10 games. Famous for either being the best 10 games or the worst 10 games. Spoiler alert, they're not that good. I got killed by LukeTheNotable's son in this game. Game 92, I killed all the residents of Pleasant Park and left on my quad bike. I found more Durburger players by Tomato Temple. I killed this definitely not AI by Dusty Divot. The player count was getting low, so I killed this person also near Dusty Divot. But unfortunately, my murderous rampage came to an end when this angel thing killed me. I've actually never seen this skin before. In game 93, I didn't even get a gun before I was run down. Game 94, I left Pleasant Park early so I didn't get killed. And I headed to Lazy Links, a location that doesn't get contended much. It's a very nice place, a lot of chests, not much to do, very far away from every circle you get normally. What I have noticed in these later games is that I get high kills but I just never win, which is annoying to be fair. There was many deaths in Pleasant Park game 95 and I was one of them. I don't know how I ended up in Greasy Grove, but I'm just gonna go with it. It didn't go well anyway, so who cares? I was very determined to win these last few games, so I camped up in a porta-fort in Dusty Divot. Unfortunately, it didn't go well. Game 98 was equally as bad. Game 99 I was determined as ever. I wanted this win, I needed this win. I was going to get this win. I camped most of this game, which some would argue is the coward strategy. I would argue it's logistic. But let's go down to the final circle in Tilted Towers. It was getting really small. Everybody was shooting, everybody was building to get into the circle. I knew the other player was stuck in the storm, so the healing battle was my best choice. Unfortunately, I wasn't fast enough, and I lost the game. Here we are, game 100. This was my final chance to get a win, and I was desperate. I got out of Pleasant Park as quickly as I could. I knew if I stayed there, I would have died. But unfortunately, I went to the one place I shouldn't have, and died. Yes, I was sad, but on the bright side, when I went back to lobby, I found that I just hit level 69. And that would have been the end of it. The end of the Pleasant Park 100 drops. I would have had 6 wins, just as much as Craggy Cliffs, and that would be it. Until I made one choice. This is game 101. It took place on the final day of the season, my final game altogether of Fortnite OG. I thought it would be a great idea to land at Pleasant Park one last time. This was also on my other account, which didn't have level 69 unfortunately. I'm very sad about that. Due to that, there's many new guns, new locations, but I'm not going to talk about it, it's just one game. And plus, Fortnite OG is fully gone. I stayed in Pleasant Park until I couldn't no more, and watched it get consumed by the storm one final time. But this guy was ruining my experience. Yeah, not so brave now, are ya? But let's go down to the final circle, where it's been brought down to a 1v1. The storm was closing in, so I was forced to fight the other player. I got the high ground, and I kid you not, this person rocketed himself. I'm in disbelief. And that's the end of the Pleasant Park 100 drops. If everything goes to plan, this isn't the last OG 100 drops, there's another one coming. And a few more videos. There'll be more on that, probably on my social media. X, Nathan Products, I don't have a TikTok, I know I said TikTok. See you later.